Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday. Happy fun Friday to you. It's Friday. Doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. It's Friday. Yo, it's the weekend. Getting ready to get started here on this Friday. And I guess y'all said, where you going? I'm going into the office this morning because I normally we hybrid and we do 3 days in the office a week. And my days are normally Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But I do try to go in at least one Friday out the month, and I try to get it out the way as early as I possibly can. And this is the first Friday. So your girl is going on in the office and making it do what it do today. I thought I'd talk to y'all. I have so much been going on around my life and so many people I've been talking to, and I just wanted to share some stuff, y'all, this morning about this subject and that subject while I'm on my way to work. The first thing is, y'all, your friends, those are air quotes, by the way, will sometimes try to, just because I don't say anything don't mean I don't hear anything and I don't see anything. I have learned over the years to be very quiet. You will learn how people truly feel about you. They will throw slick shade and make smart, snide comments, and this is for your family and your friends. And I just smile and don't say anything. I would tell my brother sometimes when I would hear stuff family members would say, I never said a thing, and then I said, did you hear such and such, or did you hear that, did you catch that? When we left, he said, oh really, so I said, and then he would see it come to fruition or see it come to pass, but I never said a word. And so they get a little bolder and bolder with their shade, the shadiness and the slickness and the snide comments, and I just said, okay, watch for those type of people in your life. And if you learn how to talk to God, God gonna cover you regardless, but he'll reveal it to you too and let you see it. And that's my whole thing. Don't let other people's actions determine the way you act. Hear it and don't hear it, because what another person feel or think has nothing to do with you. If they have a problem with you, it's not your problem, that's their problem. Don't take that on, okay? So that's enough of that, okay, y'all? Be careful about the people you surround yourself with, because everybody don't want good for you. You might want good for everybody, but everybody's not necessarily gonna want good for you. I don't say to trust man, I say to trust God, because God is all power, and he will keep you covered and protected, okay? From danger seen and unseen. So keep your hand in God's hand. That's all. That's all on that. So recently I was talking to Amber about her finances and stuff. I help my daughter. My daughter has a good job, but I help her. She's an accountant. But I do help her from time to time because I've been young once and know what it is to kind of just fly through money. But I also had my daughter at the time, and I told her, you need to get to a point where you are, she pays her bills and stuff, but I said you need to get to a point where you have a nest egg and savings, because mama's not going to always be around. You got to learn how to trust and lean on God. And I don't always have it. I said, when I give it to you, I make sacrifices because I didn't have that kind of help. I didn't have help. So you need to be aware that you need to be, and I know sometimes when, like my brother says, she's an only child, she's just used to me coming up with some kind of way. No matter how I struggled to get it, she's just always used to me being able to maneuver here and maneuver there. Even when I said we don't have it, I'm working and up at night and trying to do side hustles and everything else. And that has not stopped in her adult life. But she and I were talking, and especially around into relationships, and I was talking to someone else this, and this goes, although this is kind of more of a woman's conversation, nowadays this is geared toward men and women, young ladies and young men. And I don't want people thinking that I'm jealous of them, because I'm not. I work for my life, and I'm capable. I try to be a somewhat decent steward over my money. I still got some long way to go. I still got some work to do. God knows I do. So I'm not trying to sit over here on this side of the fence and tell you I've been in a struggle. I've been in a bankruptcy. I've been in all of that. I'm in debt now. What I will tell you, I was in a position, I've been in a relationship with a man of means. Of means. It looked good on the outside, the home, the cars, the Mercedes Benzes and all of that. And he was a good person, don't get me wrong. But when I tell you this, he had one time. You don't have to show me who you are but once. And I still love him. We were still in a relationship, blase, blase. But you got one time to hold something over my head financially. He caught me slipping once. You ain't got to show me but one time. You ain't got to threaten me but one time. From there on, I was always capable of whatever you say. I can get up and walk and be good for me and mine. What I will tell you, if you're in a relationship and you got kids, especially if you have children, God entrusted you with those kids. And say you get in a relationship with somebody, because I was always in a relationship after I got divorced with somebody, that wasn't responsible for my daughter. But that was my daughter that God entrusted me with. So it was my honor, responsibility, and obligation to do for her and take care of her. Because a person may love your child and may love you, but they can choose to. They choose to be there, and just like they choose to be there, they can choose to up and leave. You need to always be on ready, set, go. To go for what you know, to do what God entrusted you to do. That is a lesson that I want men and women to learn when it comes to your children. And when it comes to your finances, years ago, I saw this episode of Oprah. Now, this happened to be a stay-at-home mother. And she was talking about the allowance that she received from her husband. She received from her husband. And when he got ready to leave her, it was thousands. I remember that just as good. It was a lot of money. And this woman was broke. Didn't have nothing but stuff to show for. Just shopping willy-nilly, doing whatever. Now, yours may not be on that scale. Right? But if you are blessed to be in a relationship, a marriage, a whatever, and you working or you getting an allowance, don't spend all that money on nothing. Still live. Yeah, you may live and they're like, man, woosah. You think I wouldn't get a chance to, if someone, I'm going to use myself as an example. Say, for example, I got in a relationship now, right? With a man that's of means. And he said, baby, don't worry about no bills. I got you. I got this. Now, I've been paying all my bills, right? I've been paying. We may even move up and upgrade what I'm doing right now, right? But I've been paying the bills and maintaining the bills I have now. And say 3-4 years down the line, right? He decided to say, you know what? This ain't working for me. I am sick of you. He might not mean it, but he might leave for a brief period of time. It would be a sin and a shame if I don't have nothing. And I pissed off all that money that I would normally have anyway and was paying my bills anyway. What you do with your money? Because you still should be living like you paying something. If not every month, every other month. Shoot, 1 month out of the quarter, you still should be putting something away. And that, even if they don't leave, something could happen to them. And then what? I'm at 4 ways. This Jack of Atlanta had his turn signal on his Amazon truck. I'm just sitting there. He just sitting there. Because he was there first. And then he decides to go straight. Okay, Jacko. men and women, don't jack away all your money because you can. You think I can't just have a ball and ball to the wall every month? But I don't know what's going to happen on these jobs. And it talks of that in the Bible. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That is really something. That's not what it says in the Bible. But you should put a little here and a little there. Because while you may, this is the biggest thing. We know that people have lost their jobs. Pastor Norman talked about this. Some of the federal government hadn't been paid in a month. Some of the federal workers hadn't been paid in a month. So he was talking about the benevolence of, they're reaching out to the church for help. Some of them, of course, was living payday to payday. What looked good always ain't good. People driving luxury vehicles and living in this and that. You don't know what bills people got. So stop envying what people have, thinking you less than or whatever. You might be over there in a paid-for house, $50,000, $60,000 house back in the day. Your mama them left you a home. It might need a little bit of upkeep. But you want to live like somebody else that got bills on top of bills on top of bills to maintain that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? So don't be envious of somebody else. Because you could have been laid off and you still can maintain. Because see, mama them left you their house and you want to pay for a house. When you was hoping you could move, guess what? You ain't got no mortgage. You driving, like me, a 2012 and a 2016 just as happy and paid for. You ain't got no car, no thanking, praise God. Your car getting you from point A to point B just like a Bentley. Okay? Be mindful, y'all, of putting something into the store, putting something here, putting something there, putting something somewhere else. I know we're in an economy now where sometimes you don't have it to put. But if you have it to put and you don't put it, that's on you. And that's what I said. I know that I do okay. But I still can improve on being a better steward over my money. Because I was looking at how much money I've made on TikTok this year. It's probably equal a little bit more than what I've made on my job. And I'm like, well, what I do with it? But then I looked, I said, well, girl, you done paid off 6 credit cards. 6. Down to 0. Yeah. Because I was carrying a balance on a whole lot of all my credit cards. And I done paid a hefty amount down. You got your tax money to the side and you got a little emergency fund. Yeah, did you piss off some? Did you give your daughter some? Yeah, you did. And you shouldn't have messed that off. But hey, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about, y'all. So I still do things that I'm not supposed to do all the time. You're not going to live 100% right, but don't brush yourself off. Don't make it a habit. Don't do it all the time. And you might say, well, I ain't got nothing but $10. I might as well spend it. No, that's not the mindset to have. That's just like saying you on a diet, right? You on a diet and you done ate something. You done had a piece of cake over somebody's house. Well, I might well have half the cake since I done had a piece. No! Don't have half the cake. You ate the cake. Tomorrow a new day. Don't eat up the rest of the day either. So I'm saying, y'all, be mindful of getting yourself into a situation where if you got $10 and and we all want to do stuff for ourselves. Because I'm telling you, I do something for myself every payday. I got into that habit because you get down worrying about paying the bills all the time. If you ain't got but $10, doggone it, put up 5. Put up 5. If you got 5, put up $2.50. And I said, that ain't no money. Guess what? $2.50 add up. Look around at all the $2.50 you be done put up. Just like I said, if you start with a penny, and you add a penny every day, that's going to add up to something more than that penny. Y'all be mindful of that. And don't let a person be in a situation where they can financially manipulate or abuse you. They don't have to show you but one time what they'll do. Or tell you but one time. And sadly, y'all, and like I said, it's for men and women, because nowadays you have a lot of stay-at-home men, You have men who in relationships who don't work or whatever. They, I don't know why they would want that, but hey, I ain't with that. Okay, there's women out here taking care of men now. If you like it, I love it for you, because I'm not signing up for that. But if you like it, hey, do what you do. Do you, baby. I'm old school. I was raised by my dad, and I was raised by a man. Need to do what he got to do. He need to man up, basically. So, but hey, if that's what type of thing you prescribing to, who am I to tell you? Who am I to say, hey, like, do what work for your household, okay, and work for your life? That's all I'm saying. But men, if you in that position and she giving you an allowance, you better put some of that allowance, something, stop spending every dime you got. Because if she decided to put you out, you shouldn't be looking like all my stuff out in plastic bags, all my this, all my that. I ain't got nowhere to go. Okay, bye. So y'all said, what kind of conversation is this? Didn't I tell y'all I was gonna be all over the world today? But anyway, how y'all week going? So we going to the comedy show tomorrow, y'all. We going to see Alice Sadiq tomorrow at the Orpheum. So we gonna go. Carmen, Amber, and I don't know if Carmen's son and his girlfriend is going tomorrow too. I don't know, but we all going and probably gonna catch something to eat out afterwards. Find us some little snazzy place, either downtown or midtown or across town or somewhere to eat after the show. But yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. And I was telling Amber them I was gonna pick them up. I told Amber, because Amber be slow, honey, that we need to get down there. The show starts at 7, and we need to get down there. He's more of a storyteller, if y'all haven't ever heard him before. We gonna need to get down there about 6:30. Amber don't live that far away because she works downtown. She lives close to downtown, as her and Carmen both do. And Carmen lives about 3-4 minutes from Amber in a car. And so I'm gonna pick them up, and I told them we can get down there and park, and they probably can get a line and get them a cocktail or whatever they gonna do. I'm gonna get somewhere and sit down. So yeah. And you know what I hate, but I used to go, me and Amber used to go to plays a lot. Back in the day. I hadn't been to one in a minute. Tyler Perry, we would go to other plays too. But he would address it, in the plays, like people come in late, walking over you. He said, try to be on time or something. He said, because we start on time. You don't want to be in your seat. Then you got people moving so you can get by, and it's just crazy. Oops. Now see, y'all did good. Y'all did good. Now you're falling, but I'm up here by work. But I'm gonna get off here, y'all, because I done been yakking, and I'm gonna get off here, and I'm gonna try to go on and upload this morning. So y'all have yourself a fun and blessed Friday. I want you to know I love you, and God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love y'all much. Have a great weekend. I hope maybe I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.